If you'd prefer to mail in your contribution, here's the address. Oregon Public Broadcasting, Post Office Box 4373, Portland, Oregon 97208. Or call 245-2345 or 1-800-245-2346, and your phone volunteer will be happy to take your call. We're OPB. We couldn't do it without you. Part of a proud tradition in Walla Walla, this is Oregon Public Broadcasting.
Coming up next, the original Phantom of the Opera. Tony Award-winning star Michael Crawford in his first network special, performing hits from Jesus Christ Superstar.
I want to know, my God.
Hello, Dolly. West Side Story.
Tonight.
Phantom of the Opera and his new release on Eagle's Wings. The incomparable Michael Crawford in concert. Next.
Major funding for this program is made possible by annual financial support from viewers like you. Funding for Michael Crawford in Concert is provided in part by TJ Maxx. At TJ Maxx, we are proud to help bring such quality programs to homes across America and urge you to join us in the support of public television. Additional support for great music like this on PBS is provided by Best Buy. From rock and reggae to country and classical, Best Buy has thousands of CDs to suit every musical taste. Best Buy. Some places are known for great music.
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Help me make the music of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the original Phantom of the Opera, Tony Award-winning star, Mr. Michael Crawford.
I only want to say, if there is a way, take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison, feel it burn me. I have changed, I'm not as sure as when we started. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations. Tried for 3 years, seems like 30. Could you ask as much from any other man? But if I die, see the saga through and do the things you ask of me. Let them hate me, hit me, hurt me, nail me to their tree. I want to know, my God. I want to know, my God. I want to see, my God. I want to see, my God. Why I should die. would I be more noticed than I ever was before? Would the things I've said and done matter anymore? I'd have to know my Lord. I'd have to know my Lord. I'd have to see my Lord. I'd have to see my Lord. If I die, what will be my reward? If I die, what will be my reward? Have to know my Lord. Have to know my Lord. Why should I die? Why should I die? Can you show me now that I would not be killed in vain? Show me just a little of your omnipresent brain. Show me there's a reason for your wanting me to die. You're far too keen on where and how, not so hot on why. All right, I'll die. Just watch me die. See how I die. See how I Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. After all I tried for 3 years, seems like 90. Why then am I scared to finish what I started, what you started? I didn't start it. God, thy will is hard, but you hold every card. I will drink your cup of poison. Nail me to your cross and break me. Bleed me, beat me, kill me, take me now before I change my mind. Now before I change my Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much. And good evening. That song I just sang was called Gethsemane. It's obviously not from Phantom of the Opera, but from another powerful Andrew Lloyd Webber musical called Jesus Christ Superstar. Now, it may seem odd to some of you that I open my concert with such a heavy and dramatic piece that talks of pain and death, but I do so for 3 reasons. Firstly, it shows that I respect my audience enough to seek out the very best heavy and dramatic song about pain and death that I could find. And secondly, it gives me a chance right up front to demonstrate that beneath this muscular, highly toned and iron pump body lives the heart of a sensitive and serious actor. And thirdly, if I can sustain that note in the middle without popping an eyeball or my trousers falling down, I think we should be reasonably secure for the rest of the evening. But tonight is not about eyeballs popping or Armani trousers. It's about music. And music is something that touches us all from the moment we arrive in this world to the day we depart. My first real memory of music was hearing my beloved grandmother, Nan as she was known, singing Irish folk songs to me. Oh, I must have been all of 4 or 5 years of age when I first heard the sad tale of Danny Boy, followed by the even sadder story of the minstrel boy who to war had gone, and in the ranks of death you'd now find him. And she'd usually finish her tragic trilogy with a heart-tugging tale of a little boy, again no more than 4 or 5 years of age, whose mother had just died and gone to heaven with the angels far above. Well, by this time I was usually in floods of tears and begging Nan to promise me she wouldn't even think of dying until she was 100 years old. Well, Edith Kathleen O'Keeffe, my Nan, she had a great influence on my life and on my approach to music. Through her eyes and her voice, I learned to appreciate the emotions and feelings of the poets and dreamers who painted such a vivid picture of her blessed Emerald Isle. If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, it may be at the closing of your day, just to sit and watch the moon rise over Clad-Eye and see the sun go down on Galway Bay. I'll take you home again, Kathleen, across the ocean wide and wild, to where your heart has ever been, since first you were my bonny bride. The roses all have left your cheek. I've watched them fade away and die. Your voice is soft whene'er you speak, and tears bedim your loving eyes. Oh, I will take you home, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I'll take you to your home again. And if there is going to be a life hereafter, and somehow I'm sure there's going to be, I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that dear land across the Irish Sea. Edith Kathleen O'Keeffe, Nan. You broke your promise to me. She passed away when she was 99 years old. Tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no morning star. Tonight I'll see my love tonight, and for our stars will stop where they are. Today the minutes seem like hours, the hours go so slowly, and still the sky is light. Oh, moon, grow bright and make this endless day, endless night. Tonight. That, of course, is from A West Side Story, and it was the very first musical that I ever did see. And from that moment on, I knew exactly what I wanted to be. A jet. I wanted to be a jet. And I ended up a phantom. Since then, I've had many memorable moments in my chosen profession, not the least of which came out of the blue one day when I received a phone call from Mr. Gene Kelly. He said he was directing a new film, and he had seen me in a Broadway show called Black Comedy, and he'd like me to fly to San Francisco and audition. Thursday, 6 p.m., Fairmont Hotel, San Francisco. Can I make it? I made it. Thursday morning, I checked in, Fairmont Hotel, jet lag, stupid, went up to my room, looked at my watch. I had 8 hours to kill before the man arrived. I thought, well, what can I do? I'll have a shower. So I had a shower, I had a good shower, and then I finished the shower, had a shave. And I looked pretty good. I finished, then I thought, well, 7 hours to go. I've still got 7 hours to kill. So I know, I'll rearrange the furniture. I rearranged the furniture and the whole suite. I mean, it looked quite good. I finished that, worked up a bit of had another shower. Another shower, still 6 hours to go. So then I went to the minibar, I arranged that in alphabetical order. 40 minutes. Try it. Then I ate the fruit, the complimentary fruit, everything, including the kiwi. Then I had another bath, and then another shave. But this time I'm bleeding, the thing. The time comes, 6 o'clock, there's a knock on the door. I open the door. How you doing, kid? I'm Gene Kelly. I said, oh, me too. I'm Michael Crawford. I'm not you. I'm me. I said, but please, do come in. There's plenty of room. So he comes in. I said, go through there. So he walks. He walked. So I go behind him. I'm going. I've rearranged all the furniture, and he sort of looks at me as though I'm going to pounce on him. And he walks in, he says, all right, let's cut the small talk, kid. Can you dance? I said, well, I'm not known for my dancing, no. He said, well, what are you known for? I said, well, nothing really. I'm not known for anything. I've not done a lot. I've done some radio, but that's not with the dancing. And I did some television, Shakespeare, well, and I wore tights. Well, actually, 2 pairs, because my legs weren't too big. But they can get bigger. I can bulk up if you really need me for the dancing. So he said, listen, get over here. He said, with this, because he can't dance on he said, he gets up on the coffee table. So now I've got Gene Kelly in the middle of this suite in San Francisco on a coffee table. And I said, oh, you're looking at the coffee table. He said, get up here. I said, me too, I got it. So I go and I think, here. I'm up here, Gene Kelly standing here, and I said, this is funny. I said, we'll laugh about this one day. And he's still looking at me going, can you dance? I said, well, he said, do this. So I said, well, I can't. He said, that's it, 1, 2, 3. I said, oh, 1, 2, 3, I can do 1, 2, 3. Anything above that, I'd need a bit of rehearsal, but I said, I hear you don't go much above 8 with the dancing. So he said, listen, kid, what we're looking for is an attractive idiot. And my wife thinks you're attractive, and I think you're an idiot. And that's how I got the part of the attractive idiot in the film Hello, Dolly, starring Barbara Streisand and Walter Matthau, and directed by the most confidence-inspiring and, well, he gave me courage, the man. He taught me to be brave. He taught me it was all right to share my energies and my emotions with an audience, and I shouldn't be afraid to do so. So he's to blame for tonight. Now, there's a song from Hello, Dolly that expresses these sentiments very eloquently. It gives me a good feeling whenever I hear it. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life. We're the rest of them, we're the best of them. I can hold my head up high, or I've got a goal again, I've got to drive again. I'm gonna feel my heart coming alive again before the parade passes by. Look at the crowd up ahead. Listen and hear that brass harmony growing. Look at the crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing. All of those lights over there seem to be telling me where I'm going. When the whistles blow and the cymbals crash and the sparklers light the sky, I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone, give me an old baton before the parade passes by. Ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life. When the whistles blow and the cymbals crash and the sparklers light the sky, I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone, give me an old baton before the parade passes by.
Michael Crawford will return shortly with more delightful stories and a medley of songs from Phantom of the Opera. But now, before the parade passes you by, won't you please call in with a pledge of financial support to this station?
Hi, if you're here with us now, you're either a confirmed Michael Crawford fan or quickly becoming one. I can't say that I was that familiar with his work before, but I am now. Hi everyone, I'm Jack McGowan with Solve, and if you already knew Michael Crawford's work, then you've probably been hoping that OPB would bring him to you just like this. Otherwise, I hope you've been pleasantly surprised by yet another discovery brought to you by your public television station. In either case, this is the time to cast your vote for more great music programming right here on OPB. So right now, come on, pick up the phone, dial 245-2345. If you live in the Portland area, you can dial that number, or if you're anywhere else in the viewing area, dial that 1-800-245-2346. And you're watching tonight with your gift of support. That's how it happens. This is reality. You give, and then the programming comes free of charge to your home. Tell your volunteer that you want to become a member of OPB and support the program.
I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. I feel we know each other well enough now for me to tell you a little about my love life. It won't take long. Love and music have always gone hand in hand. There's a song for every phase of love and romance. The excitement of first meeting, the discovery of mutual affection, the blossoming of romance, the courtship, the marriage, even the falling out of love. Well, let me tell you, my love life was no laughing matter when I was a skinny young teenager. I never even had a girlfriend whose picture I could put in a frame and boast about it. I had a frame. I did, but I had no one to put in. Well, that's a lie. Actually, I did have someone in it. When I bought it, it had someone. It was this Dutch girl, and she was holding a bunch of tulips. And to this day, I find it difficult to walk past a florist shop without getting just a little excited. And that was the extent of my love life back then. I guess the song to cover that period was they're writing songs of love, but not for me. Then in my early 20s, I met a very lovely girl, and we got married. We had two beautiful daughters together, and to whom we sang, "You Light Up My Life," and we meant it. And even when your life becomes just friends, lovers no more, you should never forget the good times. No matter how great or how empty your life may be, there's always the possibility of something wonderful happening if you believe in love. Love changes everything, hands and faces, earth and sky. Love changes everything, how you live and how you die. Love can make a summer fly, or a night seem like a lifetime. Yes, love changes everything, how I tremble at your name. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. Love changes everything. Love changes everything. Love can turn your world around, and that world will last forever. Yes, love changes everything, brings you glory, brings you shame. sin, and suddenly all our wisdom disappears. Love makes fools of everyone. All the rules we make are broken. Yes, love changes everything. Live or perish in its flame. Love will never ever let you be the same. Love will never ever let you be the same.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. That voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the phantom of the opera is there inside my mind.
Sing once again with me a strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the phantom of the opera is there inside your mind.
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear.
It's me they hear. My spirit and your voice in one combined. The phantom of the opera is there inside my mind. In all your fantasies, you always knew that man and mystery
Were both in you, and in this labyrinth
where night is blind. The phantom of the opera is there inside your mind. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me thank the lady who lit up the stage on Broadway in Los Angeles for over 2 years as my Christine in Phantom of the Opera, Miss Dale Christian. I'd like to tell you a brief story, if I may, about how I became involved with the Phantom of the Opera. To do that, I have to paint a picture. The year, 1984. The place, the Apollo Victoria Theatre in London, upstairs, after the final preview of Starlight Express, outside the men's room. The players, Andrew Lloyd Webber and yours truly. Action. Andrew is headed for the loo. And on his way, he spies me and says, Michael, we must do Phantom of the Opera together. They're not being as foolish as I look. I said, yes, Andrew, love to. The next morning, I rushed out and bought the book. And after reading through it a couple of times, I quickly realized there were only 2 male roles of any consequence. One was the handsome young nobleman, Raoul, and the other, a rather grotesque, slightly older man, the Phantom. Well, of course, I assume he wants me to play Raoul. So the next day, I go out and get a copy of the Claude Rains film version as the Phantom. And as the handsome young nobleman, Nelson Eddy. So for the next 12 months, I studied this video morning, noon, and night. I lived and breathed Nelson Eddy. At the end of 12 months, for all intents and purposes, I was Nelson Eddy. I looked like Nelson Eddy, I talked like Nelson, I even walked like Nelson Eddy. Hey. Finally, after 12 months of this, Andrew calls me. So I said, don't be ridiculous, operator. Of course I pay for the call. So he said, I want to see you tomorrow morning. So the next morning, I ran, well, I didn't run, I walked as fast as I could. And I walked into the theatre, I struck a pose, and I said, well, Andrew, I think you've got your handsome young nobleman, Raoul. And he said, yes, we do. We hired him last week. I said, what? He said, we want you to be the Phantom. I said, what? The ugly old... And so I was. For over 1,300 performances, I donned the mask and the cape. Playing the Phantom most certainly changed my life. I loved playing him, and I always will. However, I do have 1 or 2 regrets. I'm not a bitter man. But I did, after all, waste a year of my life. And I thought that possibly this evening would give me an opportunity to maybe show you some of the work that I put in during my Nelson Eddy period. So maybe, with your permission, I could show you my Raoul. Right. Well, excuse me. I'll rephrase that. Maybe I could show you my interpretation of Raoul. And that... He'll explain it to you later. And that will give me the chance to sing the beautiful duet, All I Ask of You, with the beautiful Dale Christian. Please. You haven't heard it yet. All I ask of you, my friends, is that you appreciate all the work that went into this, and to remember that I do control all the chandeliers above your head. of darkness, forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Say you love me every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you need me with you now and always. Promise me that's all you say is true. That's all I ask of you.
Let me be your shelter, let me be your light. You're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me to hold me and to guide me.
Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you need me with you here beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you.
Say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you.
Share each day with me, each night, each morning.
Say you love me.
You know I do. Love me, that's all I ask of you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you.
Michael will be singing the classic from the Phantom, Music of the Night, in addition to 2 songs from his latest album of inspirational music, On Eagle's Wings. But first, we hope you will be inspired to call in a generous pledge of financial support to this station. At TJ Maxx, we are proud to help bring such quality programs to homes across America and urge you to join us in the support of public television. Additional support for great music like this on PBS is provided by Best Buy. From rock and reggae to country and classical, Best Buy has thousands of CDs.
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life in you before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin, let your darkest side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. You alone can make and gentlemen, please join with me in thanking the young men and women on the Loyola Marymount Choir and these incredible musicians, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you all. And my extraordinary musical director, Mr. Ian Fraser. Thank you so much. I recently recorded an album of songs that had very special meaning for me. While making the album, I found myself drifting back in time to when I was a 10-year-old choir boy. The one thing that made a lasting impression on me was the beautiful music that I heard and sang. Music that could inspire and comfort and touch us all. Some pieces we recorded were written hundreds of years ago, others only yesterday. But they all share a common bond, the ability to transcend boundaries and beliefs and connect directly to the heart. Somebody's down to their last dime. Somebody's running out of time. Not too far from here. Somebody's got nowhere else to go. Somebody needs a little hope. Not too far from here. Now I may not know their name, but I'm praying just the same that you'll use me, Lord, to wipe away a tear. 'Cause somebody's crying not too far from here. Somebody's troubled and confused. Somebody's got nothing left to lose. Not too far from here. Somebody's forgotten how to trust. And somebody's dying for love. Not too far from here. It may be a stranger's face, but I'm praying for your grace to move in me and take away the fear. 'Cause somebody's hurting not too far from here. Help me, Lord, not to turn away from pain. Help me not to rest while those around me weep. Give me your strength and compassion when somebody finds the road of life too steep. Somebody's troubled and confused. Somebody's got nothing left to lose. Not too far from here. Somebody's forgotten how to trust. And somebody's dying for love. Not too far from here. Now I'm letting down my guard, and I'm opening my heart. Help me speak your love to every needful ear. Someone not too far from here. Not too far from here. Shelter of the Lord, who abide in his shadow for life. Say to the Lord, my refuge, my rock, in whom I trust, and he will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of his hand. You need not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day. Under his wings your refuge, his faithfulness your shield. For to his angels he's given a command to guard you in all of your ways. Upon their hands they will bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. And he will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of his hand. Make you to shine like the hold you in the palm of his
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing the music of the night with me. May all your hopes and dreams forever be carried on eagle's wings. Good night, everyone.
Funding for local